Friends, we'll now move on to the knowledge session. The topic is engaging kids through differentiated formats, and let me welcome on stage Devika Prabhu, Business Head, Kids and Infotainment Cluster, Disney Star. Over to you, Devika.
Hi, can everyone hear me? Great. So that was a really interesting session and nice to see familiar faces. I, for one, am thrilled to be amongst a crowd. I don't have to squint to see people on a Zoom gallery. So welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. The last couple of years, as kind of we've talked about through this day, have been pretty much challenging for everyone. It's been really difficult to kind of get through the day for many of us. But I have to say, I'm really immensely proud that we as an industry have really stood up and risen to the occasion. We've kept our viewers buoyant, bolstered their spirits through the pandemic, through possibly one of the most challenging parts and periods of their childhood. So actually a big round of applause to everyone here for that. And I have to say a special thanks to our production partners who've kind of had to reorient all processes to ensure that we had seamless delivery through the pandemic. Not easy. I know a lot of them had to move machines home and everything. At Disney, it's always been our pleasure and our privilege to entertain kids and families. And we've had the honor of doing that for almost close to a century now. And during the pandemic, it was particularly heartening for us to strengthen that bond and that relationship that we have with our viewers, and to be chosen as their preferred entertainment network. I think our hashtag HomeBuddy really delivered our message of wanting to be their partner and their companion to alleviate the boredom of being stuck at home. And they turned to our network for that. And I'm really thankful. Now, we all know the kids love animation. It's a medium of storytelling that they relate to the best. It fuels their imagination, takes them into new worlds to explore, with characters who really become their companions. Companions that they can take everywhere through merchandise. We've just had a very entertaining session talking through that. But I think what really stands out is that amidst of all the animation that we're doing, is it possible for us to push the envelope to try new things, to do different things? So we wanted to do that. We wanted to push the envelope on entertainment, venture out of our comfort zone. Disney is known for its animation, and take them into new worlds. So we got into a series of huddles and brainstorming sessions, and we really were trying to chalk out what a new and differentiated format would really mean. And then I'm happy to say that our brainstorming finally paid off. We decided to create a property that could encompass both the linear and digital worlds, something that could collapse the walls between both, set a trend for the generation. And that's how Imagine That was born. It stemmed from a proposition to really celebrate the desire that every child has to create and to let their imagination run wild. Can we play the AV?
डिज्नी इमेजिन दैट 2 पावर्ड बाय बायजूस रविवार सुबह 9:30 बजे डिज्नी चैनल पर।
चलते हैं रॉक की जंगल सफारी पर।
Agent Vishal is ready.
This is the Captain Simran speaking.
हम हैं आर्ट के सुपर हीरो।
Imagine that!
इमेजिन किया और बना दिया।
मुझे जैसे ही तुम्हारा सिग्नल मिला बस मैं चली आई।
Great job, dude.
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त।
तो दिखाओ ना। Amazing यार।
This is awesome.
Let's party!
Lego bricks के साथ।
Cello Color presents
Disney, imagine that. Powered by Byju. Amazing, bro! हम लगाएंगे डुबकी सीधा इमेजिनेशन के ओशन में।
Yes, so that was Imagine That in a nutshell. Now, I know the DIY has always been around. You know, as a format, it's not new. You log on to any OTT platform, go on to YouTube, and there are a plethora of DIY videos. So what was really different? Why did we think we would stand out? Well, we really got Disney storytelling into the mix. It wasn't about creating an art and craft show. It was about creating a world that really celebrated imagination through the medium of DIY. And it was brought alive through a number of elements. We had an interactive set. Every single prop on the set could do something, and our host could interact with it. We had very energetic, passionate, and talented hosts right through. We had unique art pieces that were created, and it was all strung together through a very engaging narrative. And last but not least, we had a very unique theme of upcycling. And I think upcycling was one of the key elements to the show's success. It gave a purpose to the show. What it really did is it motivated our viewers to take everyday objects and materials and create something new which could also be functional. That was the real USP of the show. And while kids loved it, we actually got the nod from parents as well. It's one of the shows where we actually had more engagement from parents than ever before. Kids and parents together sat down and watched it across our platforms. Having a strong proposition in the concept, it was really important for us to partner with like-minded brands. Brands were looking for meaningful associations. And we were lucky to have that with Cello Color Up, Byju, Savlon, and Lego. We worked closely with them to ensure that all the integrations that we did through the episodes were meaningful and impactful. Now, the DIY format gave us the latitude to seamlessly bring in our partners into the narrative. But the way that the team went about executing it really enhanced the viewing experience even for our consumers. Here is an example of some of the integrations that we did for our brands.
Hey Rahul,
हाय तो साउंड वेव्स पता है ना
तुम्हें साउंड वेव्स के बारे में कैसे पता?
ये देखो ऐसे sound travels through air as the string moves to and fro it creates a pressure difference that travels similar to that in a slinky also visualized in a graph so easy to understand sound.
That's amazing यार. Byju's का ये lesson makes it sound so easy.
ऐसे इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट सीखने के लिए डाउनलोड द बायजूस ऐप नाउ।
So you can see the storytelling in each and every little element that we really put on the show. And even with the Byju's concept that we shared, it was taking the concept of physics or science and really translating that into creating something. And finally, we had a unique media campaign with a much appreciated and lauded promotional spot playing across the Disney Star network, coupled with exciting set tours, innovative AR filters for contests like the hashtag Imagine That Challenge. And we worked with influencers and supermakers to create customized content for our digital platforms, which could really be an extension to the property. I'm sure everyone is thinking, oh, this is great. But really, live action in an animation space, does that work? And the answer to that is an emphatic yes. Kids and parents both love the show. We had an overwhelmingly positive response from across the country. And along with our audience, we also managed to win the hearts of the media fraternity. The awards are a testimony to the fact that Imagine That struck a chord with everyone. What was particularly heartening for us to note is that while we did win awards for the show and for our promotional campaign, our integrations for our partners also won awards. And that really takes that association a step further. It's encouraged us to launch our season 3, which will launch shortly. The success of Imagine That and the constant search for new content, escalated by our viewers' stay-at-home situation over the last 2 years, propelled us on a path of expanding our storytelling into different formats across platforms. We understand and appreciate that there's a growing, loyal, and engaged digital community of almost 9 million fans that we engage with on our social platforms every day. So we have curated content pieces and formats especially for them. For instance, we launched Delicious Minis last Diwali. It celebrates healthy and fun food. The show was kind of born from the insight that parents want healthy food for their children, but children want food that they can be excited about, food that's great to look at and food that's great to taste. So Delicious Minis is where good for you meets fun for you. We sprinkled in the Disney elements through the set and the narrative, bringing in some of their most beloved characters, and voila, we had a winning recipe.
Zyada Paneer Avengers Shawarma. Ek dough. I have wheat flour here, baking soda, salt, chini, pani. Well, the dough has come together. It's time for a Hulk smash. Oil. अब आती है पनीर को मैरिनेट करने की बारी. ज़ातर, पेपर, गार्लिक, सॉल्ट, ऑलिव ऑयल. एवेंजर्स का एक सिंबल तो होना ही चाहिए. ग्रिल करते हैं. शावरमा ब्रेड का डो है तैयार. इसको अब हम बेल लेते हैं. कुक दिस. एक बड़ा चम्मच हमस, लेटिस लीव्स, पिकल्ड बीटरूट, pickled carrots, pickled radish, garlic yogurt, zaatar paneer. We are going to avenge our hunger and eat this entire thing up.
With social media, the possibilities are endless. Just last week, we launched a new series called The Lego Shorts. They are fun, quirky, bite-sized content pieces that encourage our fans to let their creativity run wild.
Another day. Save all your trouble for another day. Lift all your cares away. Lift all your cares
It's been just 10 days since we've launched this. We've already got more than 3 million views. So it's really, really gaining traction quickly. As Walt Disney once said, we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we are curious, and curiosity leads us down new paths. And that's been our guiding motto. We've opened new doors, explored new formats, and new ways to entertain kids. New formats that complement our already successful offering on animation. Imagine that was just the first step to creating multiple touch points for our consumers. So for us, the fun is just beginning. Thank you for your attention.